Hello friends, in the present video, we will study about the active and passive earth pressures for C5 soils. Active and passive earth pressure for C5 soils. So what about the rankings? So we have seen as of now active and passive earth pressures by using Rankine series. So Rankine theory is only applicable for the cohesionless soils. But the Rankine's theory is extended by Bell, and according to the Bells, he can apply the theory for cohesive soils also. And also it can be applied for the C5 soils. Okay, for that, let us first recall what is the relationship between major and minor principal stress. Sigma 1 will be equal to sigma 3 into tan square of, let me expand this, 45 plus 5 by 2 plus 2 times of C into tan of 45 plus 5 by 2. So first let us discuss about the active state. So if you are talking about the active earth pressure, whatever the major principal stress, that is nothing but a vertical stress. Whatever the minor principal stress, that is nothing but a active earth pressure. So if I substitute in that relation, what will get? Sigma V, that will be equal to PA into tan square of 45 plus 5 by 2 plus 2 into C into tan of 45 plus 5 by 2. If I rearrange the equation and if I found active earth pressure, then the magnitude will be equal to, we will get it as Ka. Sigma V, I will write it down as gamma into, let me write it down, it is Z, wherever you are finding the stress. Gamma into Z minus 2 times of C into under the root Ka. So if it is a C5 soil, then by using this relation, we can find out the active earth pressure at any point. So what is meant by Ka here in this equation? Ka is nothing but, if you recall, 1 minus sine phi divided by 1 plus sine phi. Okay, now if you understand this equation clearly, let us say if you are going to find the active earth pressure at the top of the soil, at the top what is happening, your Z will be equal to 0. Then what about your active earth pressure? This magnitude will be equal to 0. Then what you will get? Minus 2C into root Ka. Whatever this minus represents, that I will say 2C into root Ka, then it is in tensile in nature. Whatever the soil mass, that is under tensile condition. Suppose if you are finding at some point, let us say it is having some height h, then what will be the active earth pressure? Then that will be equal to Ka into gamma into h minus 2C into root Ka. Okay, now if I represent all these values in a diagram, let us say if I am talking about, let me draw the retaining wall first. Let us imagine this is my retaining wall and my backfill is horizontal surface, and let us say this is all completely filled with the soil. Okay, now if at this point, let us say the point is A and let us say the point is B. So what about this height here? Let us say the height of the retaining wall is H. Now only we have seen what is the stress at the top of the soil at A. That will be equal to, that is in tensile nature. What is the magnitude? If you recall the magnitude, how much you are getting? 2c into root Ka. What about at the bottom? What is the stress at the bottom? That we are having a magnitude of Ka into gamma into H minus 2 into C into root Ka. So if you join these two lines, how they will vary? They will vary linearly. First, let me represent a line like this, and let me join these 2 points. And if you observe here, let us say this point is, let us say, some C. From A to C, your soil is under tensile in nature, and from C to B, your soil is under compressive in nature. That means from A to C, what is meant by active earth pressure? The soil is trying to moving on the left side direction. In the portion A to C, the stress that is acting in the opposite nature. That means that is acting in the right side condition. Suppose if I want to find what is the depth at which the stress will be is equal to 0. As the stress will be equal to 0, I will say it as a Z0. So what I should keep equal to 0? My PA is equal to 0. Active earth pressure will be equal to 0. That implies Ka into gamma into, what is the Z we are representing? Z0 minus 2C into root Ka. If you solve this equation, then you will get the point it is 2C divided by gamma into root Ka. The point where the active earth pressure is equal to 0, that is how much? 2C divided by gamma into root Ka. Suppose let us say, if you are talking about purely cohesive soil, what about the phi value? Your phi value will be equal to 0. Then what about your Ka? Ka will be nothing but a 1 minus sin phi divided by 1 plus sin phi. Then if you substitute in the given equation, what is the Z0? That will be equal to 2C divided by gamma into root Ka. If you substitute phi equal to 0, how much you will get? Sin 0 is 0. That means Ka will be equal to 1. So if you substitute in this relation, then the point where the active earth pressure will be equal to 0, that will be equal to 2 into C divided by gamma. This is for which type of soil? This is for purely cohesive soil. And let us go to the diagram once again. It is under tensile in nature. It is under compressive nature. That means there will be some height up to which the soil can be retained by itself only. Let us say this is called the critical depth. Let us say ZC. So from here it will be tensile in nature. Up to this point it will be in compressive nature. So as these two will be balanced, thus there is no, that means this is called the critical height. Critical height. That means the point up to which the soil can retain itself. No extra support is not required. So here I will represent you a new term that is called the ZC. That will be represented as a critical height. Critical height. That means critical height is nothing but a vertical cut. A vertical cut can be made such that lateral support is not required. Such that lateral support is not required. That means if you observe in the diagram, up to from here to here it is in tensile in nature. From C to this point it is in compressive nature. As tensile and compression is balanced, there will not be required any support. That means even if you make a cut here, even if you remove the soil in this portion up to this critical depth, this soil can be remains in this stable condition. Why? Because these negative and compression stresses will be balanced and external support is not required. So that is what about the critical height. Okay, that means critical height is nothing but the height up to which the lateral support is not required. From here to here it is Z0. So obviously that should be a positive Z value. So if you solve this equation, then you will get the critical height, that will be nothing but a 2 times of the Z0. That means ZC, that will be equal to 2 into whatever the Z0 value, 2C divided by gamma into root Ka. Then if you simplify this, then the critical height, that will be equal to 4 into C divided by gamma into root Ka. So this equation is for C5 soils. Suppose if you are talking about only cohesive soil, if you are talking about only cohesive soil, what about the phi value? 0. If your phi value is equal to 0, what about your Ka? That will be equal to 1. Then what will be the unsupported height? Sorry, what will be the critical height or unsupported height? Then that will be equal to 4C divided by gamma. This is what about the earth pressure under active condition. Now, let us talk about the passive earth pressure for C5 soils. Passive earth pressure for C5 soils. So, what is the difference? Here, the major stress, that will be equal to sigma h, that will be equal to Pp. The vertical stress, that will be equal to minor stress, that will be equal to sigma v. Similarly, if you do the same procedure, then you will get your passive earth pressure, that will be equal to, you will get it as Kp into gamma into h plus 2 into C into under the root Kp. Okay. By using this relation, we can find out the passive earth pressure at any point if it is a C5 soil. Let us say Kp into gamma into Z. Okay. Hope you understand. Now, let me draw the diagram here. Suppose, let us consider a retaining wall like this. At the top of the soil, what is the Z value? 0. Then what is the magnitude you are getting? You are getting a magnitude of 2C into root Kp. What about at a depth of h? That will be equal to h. Then what will be your new value? Kp into gamma into h plus 2 into C into under the root Kp. Now join these 2 points by a vertical line, sorry, inclined line. Then this will be your passive earth pressure diagram. So if you see in this condition, all the soil is under compression. That means here, even you cannot make the vertical cut in this equation. If it is an active earth pressure condition, then some part of the soil is under tension. But if it is a passive earth pressure condition, then every soil mass is under compression only. In the next video, we will solve some problems based on the unsupported height. Okay, thank you.